We begin with a flashback dream of Dr. Light and Dr. Wily as students of Robot University at the exact moment they had their falling out. The university committee is debating over choosing either Light's research of robots with independent thoughts or Wily's double gear system to continue work on. Despite Wily telling Light that they can't build the future on his so-called empty optimism, Light's research was chosen over Wily's because the double gear system puts an incredible strain on the robots that use it and could be dangerous in the wrong hands. Angry at being pushed aside and shut down in addition to being blocked by Light at every turn, Wily destroys his prototype double gear and swears to Light that one day he will show the world and prove to Light that he was right all along. Wily awakens from the dream, disturbed, but reminded of the double gear system. He immediately puts a plan in action, swearing revenge on Light. At Dr. Light's lab, Roll and Otto, his assistant robots, are checking up on the 8 latest generation models of Robot Masters: Blockman, Acid Man, Impact Man, Bounce Man, Fuse Man, Tundra Man, Torch Man, and Blast Man for maintenance. Just as they finish with Blockman, Wily barges into the lab, riding his Wily capsule, and tells Light that he has perfected the double gear system. Mega Man rushes in to try and stop Wily, when at that moment, the Robot Masters show up and Wily decides to use them as test subjects. Before they can escape, Wily uses the speed gear mode of his double gear to speed up the capsule and snatch the Robot Masters via tractor beam. Mega demands that Wily release them, but instead he takes them to his fortress to have them reprogrammed and fitted with his upgraded double gear systems. Before Mega Man leaves to go after Wily, Light explains to him what the double gear system is and its capabilities. He then warns Mega that if Wily really has perfected it, he won't stand a chance, but Mega refuses to let Wily get away. Realizing that Mega won't be stopped, Light reveals that he kept and repaired the prototype double gear system that Wily destroyed. After briefly warning Mega of its potential danger, and Mega accepting the risk, Light installs the double gear into his circuits over the next few days so he can stand a chance against Wily's new army. After defeating 4 of the Robot Masters, Light explains to Mega that the double gear system was partly responsible for his and Wily's falling out. Light believed that if robots were given the power to think for themselves, they could be true partners with humans. Wily, however, stated that even robots who think independently would be mere tools for humans, but by giving the robots both superior power and speed, then humans would be forced to respect them. However, when the committee chose Light over Wily, he stormed off and never forgave his old friend. Back in the present, Light reflects on his past decisions, and wonders if he and Wily might still be friends if he had shown him there was a way to work together instead of simply telling him that he was wrong. He acknowledges that the double gear system can be used for good if it's implemented properly, as Mega is doing. Light then gives Mega the Rush Jet modification for Rush, Mega's robotic pet dog, with Mega then setting out to defeat the remaining Robot Masters. After defeating all 8 Robot Masters, Otto attempts to locate Wily. At first, it seems as if Wily has disappeared, but then suddenly the lab signal is intercepted, and Wily himself appears on the lab's monitor. Angered that Mega not only defeated all the Robot Masters, but that he also used Wily's prototype double gear system, Wily beckons Mega to come to his gear fortress so he can deal with him personally. After traversing the fortress, along the way defeating the Yellow Devil Mark III, Mauvern, and the resurrected Robot Masters, Mega confronts Wily and his new Wily machine, and the two battle. In the end, Mega is victorious, causing Wily to resort to Plan B, which is simply to kneel and beg for mercy. The plan fails when Mega doesn't fall for it, but Wily then mocks him, stating his loss wasn't caused by Mega, but rather the double gear system, which was his own technology. While proclaiming himself as the superior genius, Light suddenly walks in. Light asks Wily to look at Mega and explains that he holds tremendous power, but is intelligent enough to use it wisely. In this way, he is Light and Wily's methodologies combined. Light asks Wily to atone for his crimes and rejoin him in creating technology in order to make other amazing ideas become reality. Wily refuses, stating his plans have only just begun, and then escapes. Light fears he and Wily may never be able to work together again. As the fortress begins to collapse, Otto arrives, informing Light that he has completed his request, and the 3 of them escape. Back at Light's lab, it is revealed that Light and Otto were at the gear fortress to find the parts in order to rebuild the Robot Masters. Light installs Mega's double gear system in Otto to allow him to transport the Robot Masters to the repair room.